Hello everyone and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Today update channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Brooke's confession stuns Hope. Devastated Thomas needs support. The bold and the beautiful spoilers for Wednesday, November 15, reveal that Brooke Logan will deliver some awful news to Hope Logan, who will realize this is serious, grounded on her mama's expression and tone. Brooke will admit this is about Eric Forrester before eventually confessing that he's facing a terminal illness. Eric only has many months left to live according to Dr. Colin Colby, so Brooke will explain that time's running out. Hope may contend Eric could get other specialists' opinions and hang on to stopgap, but Dr. Colby and the experts he's consulted all agree so far. Brooke will fill Hope in on everything and leave her agonized, especially when she realizes Thomas Forrester is losing his cherished granddad. It presumably won't be long until Hope decides she has to find Thomas and let him know that she's there for him. In the meantime, the Logan sisters will lean on one another for support. Brooke, Donna Logan, and Katie Logan will all come together as they try to deal with the brewing loss of Eric. Over with Thomas on Wednesday's B&B occasion, he'll have a hard time accepting that Eric is really fading presto. Part of Thomas will want to live in denial and try to pretend that his forefather isn't facing commodities so terrible. Still, Thomas will ultimately have to deal with Eric's harsh reality, so he's going to need someone to lean on. Although Thomas has Ridge Forrester and Steffi Forrester, Hope will step up to comfort him latterly. You can go that Hope and Thomas will grow closer over this terrible extremity, so stick with us for updates on their changing relationship and what it'll mean for their future. The bold and the beautiful spoilers say there might still be stopgap for Eric down the road, but his favored bones will have to suffer for now. It's tough to suppose of someone as vibrant as Eric not being around presently, so his musketeers and family members will surely struggle to manage. Ridge updates Steffi and Thomas. RJ meets Poppy. Eric infuriates Donna. The bold and the beautiful recap for Tuesday, November 14, 2023, indicate that Brooke Logan comforts Ridge Forrester. Ridge and Brooke bandy telling the family about Eric Forrester. The bold and the beautiful recap highlights Eric has to get off the phone because of his coughing issues. Luna Nawaza comforts RJ Forrester as he talks about how illegal this is. Poppy Nawaza meets RJ Forrester. Luna tells RJ he's right about his forefather. Luna is sure that Eric would say his topmost accomplishment is his family. RJ doesn't believe this is it for Eric. Poppy Nawaza joins RJ and Luna. Luna learns that Poppy was detained by Lee Finnegan. RJ praises Poppy. Luna is right where she has always wanted to be. Luna tells Poppy about Eric and how important everyone loves him. RJ tells Poppy how inconceivable Luna has been. RJ tells Poppy that he'd words with Lai lately. Poppy is surprised that RJ did that. Poppy tells Luna that Lai isn't backing down. Luna wants to know why Lai cannot stay out of this. Luna says that she isn't Lee's son and she isn't going to let her ruin her life. Poppy is so sorry this is passing. Poppy says Lai isn't going to back down or give in. Lai is going to ruin everything for her. B&B recap. Donna Logan infuriates with Eric Forrester. The bold and the beautiful spoilers. Donna Logan wants Eric to call his croaker, and he refuses. Katie Logan shows up and wants to offer Eric an update. Eric is going on about beating Ridge at the fashion show. Eric thinks RJ may have set up who he needs with Luna. Eric says it feels so good to prove that he still has it. Eric wants to go to the office. Eric needs to go to work. Eric isn't going to sit and gawk at four walls. Donna wants Eric to take care of himself. Eric feels more alive than ever. Eric asks if Donna doesn't support this. Donna says Eric's cough is getting worse. Katie wants Eric to check out other croakers. Ridge hasn't talked to Bridget Forrester because he still doesn't want people to know. Eric doesn't want pity. That isn't the way he has lived his life, and it isn't the way he's going to end it. Donna is furious that Eric would rather go back to work. The bold and the beautiful recap. Ridge Forrester breaks the news to Steffi Forrester and Thomas Forrester. Thomas Forrester and Steffi Forrester arrive to speak with Ridge. Thomas and Steffi try to figure out what's going on. Thomas thinks that Ridge is worried with Eric, but Brooke tells them it's just the contrary. Ridge tells them he wanted Eric to suppose he won the showdown. Ridge tells Steffi and Thomas that Eric is going through some stuff. Thomas figures out that RG was Eric's hands. Steffi and Thomas ask what Eric is dealing with. Ridge says Eric is really sick, he's dying. Thomas says everything makes sense now. Ridge tells them that Eric doesn't want anyone to know. Ridge says they've to keep up this facade for Eric's sake. Thomas says Eric has always been there for him. Steffi says this cannot be passing. Steffi can't image Eric not being there. Eric says they will be there as a family and give Eric all of the love they can. Be sure to catch up on everything passing with B&B right now. Poppy interrupts Luna and RG's private moment. The bold and the beautiful spoilers recap for Tuesday, November 14 reveals that Steffi Forrester and Thomas Forrester arrived at Forrester Creations after being summoned by Ridge Forrester, who admitted this was about Eric Forrester. Brooke Logan helped Ridge as he worked up to the crushing blow that he did deliver. After Ridge confessed that Eric didn't actually win the fashion challenge, Thomas and Steffi were confused about why their pater would immolate his palm. Ridge said Eric was suffering from temblors and couldn't hold a pencil, so Steffi and Thomas realized that's why RG Forrester agreed to help him. Since RG broke down and told his parents the verity, Ridge felt that Thomas and Steffi should know what Eric was facing too. When Ridge revealed that Eric was really sick, Steffi and Thomas wondered just how sick he was. Ridge said Eric was dying and that he had been good at covering up his illness since he didn't want anyone to know. After Ridge verified the Croker's bleak prognostic, he said they had to keep up the facade for Eric's sake. Thomas and Steffi cried over wanting further time with Eric, so Ridge hugged them as Brooke touched his reverse tenderly. At home on Tuesday's B&B occasion, Eric exulted to someone over the phone about his couture lying, but he had to hang up due to a coughing fit. Donna Logan felt they should call her Colin Colby, but Eric didn't want to do that just so he could hear that time was running out. After Katie Logan arrived with some fashion show updates, Eric talked about feeling vindicated since he won the challenge fair and square. Eric also wanted to get back in the office and work on further designs since every couture line merited an encore. Donna reminded Eric that they talked about traveling and spending further time together, but he acted like there'd still be time for all that latterly. Katie ultimately brought up the idea of Eric seeking help from specialists, but he claimed he formerly had. Indeed so, Katie felt like they could expand the hunt for help worldwide or at least let Bridget Forrester weigh in. Eric was adamant that no bone differently should know about his condition. Since Eric didn't want pity or sad faces with teary eyes, he said that wasn't how he lived his life, and it wasn't how he wanted his life to end. Moreover, in the Forrester Creations design office, Luna Nozawa was giving RG a comforting clinch when Poppy Nozawa described them from the doorway. Luna noticed Poppy and said she allowed her mama left, but Poppy admitted she'd been detained by Lee Finnegan. RG introduced himself before Poppy confessed that she'd heard a lot about him, so RG hoped she'd only heard good effects. After RG talked about Luna being a precious addition at Forrester, Poppy said she was so proud of her beautiful baby girl since Luna was realizing her dream. Still, the same couldn't be said for Lai since she wanted Luna out of the company. Poppy was surprised to learn RG stood up for Luna and said that was veritably sweet, but she still sounded a bit uneasy. When RG offered to talk to Lee again, Poppy blurted out enough forceful no before softening and acting like she just didn't want him caught in the middle. Poppy could see how happy Luna was at Forrester Creations and assumed RG was a big reason why, but she also didn't see Lai backing down. Still, also Poppy advised that Lai was going to ruin everything for Luna if this kept up. The bold and the beautiful spoilers say Lai's wrath is far from over, so stay tuned for all the bad news that's brewing for her estranged family members.